The 2025 Paris Air Show was electric, buzzing with anticipation and the unmistakable energy that only the world's premier aviation event can generate. Industry leaders, journalists, and aviation enthusiasts from every corner of the globe gathered to witness the latest innovations and high-stakes deals that would shape the future of flight. Yet, despite the dazzling displays and fierce competition, all eyes were on Airbus, whose presence dominated the show floor and the headlines. The event, usually a battleground for the world's top aircraft manufacturers, became a showcase for Airbus's growing dominance and strategic prowess. Their aircraft drew crowds, and their executives exuded confidence. The defining moment came when Riyadh Air, Saudi Arabia's ambitious new carrier, announced a blockbuster order for 25 Airbus A351,000 jets. The deal was the talk of the show, signaling a major shift in the global aviation landscape. With options for 25 more aircraft, the order's potential value soared to over $17.75 billion, making it one of the largest and most significant deals of the year. This wasn't just a commercial win for Airbus, it was a symbolic blow to Boeing, whose recent struggles with production delays and safety concerns have shaken confidence in the American giant. Riyadh Air, a key pillar of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 plan to transform the kingdom into a global transport hub, had already chosen Airbus for its short-haul fleet. Now, by selecting Airbus for its long-haul ambitions, the airline cemented a powerful and strategic partnership. The airline's CEO explained that Airbus's ability to deliver aircraft sooner and more reliably was a decisive factor. As Boeing continued to grapple with delays and regulatory scrutiny, Riyadh Air needed certainty to meet its ambitious launch timeline. Boeing had pitched its 777X hard, touting its advanced technology and efficiency, but was ultimately passed over as Riyadh Air prioritized reliability and timely delivery. The deal summed up the show, Airbus expanding confidently, seizing opportunities, and reinforcing its reputation as the industry's most dependable partner. Meanwhile, Boeing was left fighting to regain trust, working to reassure customers and the public that it could overcome its recent setbacks and return to its former glory. The image of Airbus executives celebrating with their Saudi partners, surrounded by cameras and applause, became the defining snapshot of the event, a symbol of shifting power in the aviation world. The applause was for more than just a deal. It was for Airbus's remarkable rise to the top, and for a new era in global aviation, where reliability and vision are rewarded above all. Boeing's woes at the Paris Air Show were the result of a disastrous stretch that shattered its reputation. The June 2025 crash of an Air India 787, 8 Dreamliner with 270 lives lost, spotlighted manufacturing flaws and deepened the crisis. This tragedy followed the Alaska Airlines 737 MAX door plug blowout, which led to FAA-imposed production caps and public humiliation. A 52-day machinist strike in late 2024 halted factories and worsened delays across all programs. Airlines grew frustrated, turning to Airbus for stability. Boeing's leadership arrived in Paris under a cloud of safety concerns, production chaos, and lost trust. Every press conference was dominated by questions about safety and accountability. The contrast with Airbus's confident message was stark. The shift from Boeing to Airbus is clear in the numbers. In 2024, Airbus delivered 766 jets, more than double Boeing's 348. Airbus's deliveries were worth $52 billion, twice Boeing's total. Airbus secured 826 net new orders. Boeing managed just 377, dropping to 317 after accounting for uncertainty. Boeing faced 192 cancellations, many from Jet Airways' collapse, while Airbus had only 52. Ongoing safety concerns and certification delays for Boeing's new models made airlines hesitant. The 777X's delayed entry left a gap. Airbus's A350 was ready to fill. Financially, Airbus posted a €5 billion profit. Boeing lost nearly $11.8 billion. The numbers reveal a widening chasm in performance and confidence. In today's aviation industry, every fleet decision is more critical than ever before. Airlines are under immense pressure to make choices that guarantee not just profitability, but also long-term stability and reliability. With the stakes so high, certainty has become the most valuable currency in the business. More and more airlines are shifting to Airbus, and the reasons are clear. Airbus offers a stronger safety reputation, and, crucially, earlier, more reliable delivery slots. In a world where delays can cost millions, these factors are game changers. Boeing's recent safety incidents have sent shockwaves through the industry, shaking the confidence of both passengers and airline executives. For airlines, risking their reputation on a manufacturer with ongoing issues is simply not an option. Airbus, on the other hand, projects an image of stability, quality, and consistent performance. This reputation makes Airbus the preferred partner for airlines looking to build relationships that will last for decades. Delivery slots have become a critical battleground. Boeing's ongoing delays mean airlines face long waits for new aircraft, which can disrupt growth plans and route expansions. Airbus, by contrast, is able to deliver jets sooner, helping airlines stay ahead of the competition. The recent Riyadh Air deal is a perfect example. By securing earlier aircraft, the airline can launch new routes and start generating revenue much sooner than if they waited for Boeing. Even airlines that have been loyal to Boeing for decades are now placing significant orders with Airbus, hedging their bets, and diversifying their fleets to protect their future. The old allegiances that once defined the industry are breaking down. In today's environment, airlines simply can't afford to depend on a single struggling manufacturer. By choosing Airbus, carriers not only get access to the latest, most efficient jets, but also gain insurance against further delays and disruptions that could threaten their business. For airlines around the world, the choice is becoming increasingly clear. Face uncertainty and risk with Boeing, or embrace the stability, reliability, and future-focused innovation that Airbus provides. Airbus's product lineup is perfectly matched to today's market. In narrow bodies, the A320neo family dominates, with 602 delivered in 2024, more than double Boeing's 737 MAX output. The A321neo, with its range and capacity, has no real competitor. Boeing's MAX 9 and delayed MAX 10 can't match it. In wide bodies, the A350 leads for efficiency and comfort. Airbus delivered more wide bodies and won more net orders than Boeing in 2024. Boeing's 787 faces quality issues and the 777X is years late. Airbus offers a modern, available aircraft for every need. Boeing is left playing defense, with trust in the MAX still shaky and no answer in the middle market. Product strength and production stability are powering Airbus's dominance. Key Airbus-Boeing gap is most visible on the factory floor. Airbus is expanding aggressively, aiming to boost A320 production from 50 to 75 per month by 2027, and ramping up A350 output. This sends a clear message: Airbus is ready to deliver. Boeing, meanwhile, is focused on damage control, slowing 737 MAX production to fix quality issues and recover from strikes. The result: Boeing falls further behind as Airbus invests in capacity. Airlines see one manufacturer growing, the other struggling to stabilize. The risk of ordering from Boeing has never been higher. While Boeing rebuilds, Airbus is building new floors on its skyscraper. Boeing once ruled the air cargo market, but Airbus is now a real threat. New environmental rules will end 767 freighter production in 2027, and the delayed 777X freighter won't arrive until at least 2028. This leaves a gap, and Airbus is seizing it with the A350F, a lighter, more efficient freighter with strong early sales. Airbus is targeting even Boeing's US strongholds, aiming to win over FedEx and UPS. The cargo market is lucrative and stable, long a Boeing strength. As Airbus gains ground, Boeing's last bastion is under threat. The loss of cargo dominance would be another major blow. Boeing's troubles now reach every corner of its business. The Airbus-Boeing duopoly faces its first real challenger, China's COMAC. The C919 narrow-body is now flying with Chinese airlines, backed by state support and a captive market. COMAC is already developing the C929 wide-body, aiming to compete with the A350 and 777. If successful, this would shake up the industry's most profitable segment. For Boeing, losing ground in established markets and being locked out of China is perilous. The two-horse race is ending. A new era of competition is dawning. The global aviation landscape is changing fast. The 2025 Paris Air Show marked a decisive shift in aviation's balance of power. Industry insiders, journalists, and airline executives from around the world gathered in anticipation, sensing that history was about to be made. The atmosphere was electric, with every major player eager to see who would emerge as the industry's new leader. Airbus's comprehensive victory, highlighted by the landmark Riyadh Air deal, was years in the making. This wasn't just a win at a single event, It was the culmination of relentless innovation, strategic partnerships, and a commitment to reliability that airlines have come to depend on. Boeing, once the gold standard of commercial aviation, is now defined by crisis and lost trust. Years of production setbacks, safety scandals, and management turmoil have eroded its reputation, leaving customers and investors wary of its future. While Boeing struggles to rebuild its credibility in operations, Airbus is surging ahead, winning orders, building global partnerships, and setting the industry's agenda. Airlines are flocking to Airbus, drawn by its proven track record and forward-thinking approach. The gap between the two giants is now a chasm, with Airbus pulling further ahead as Boeing struggles to regain its footing. Airbus's unmatched product line and production reliability give airlines what they crave: certainty, efficiency, and the confidence to plan for the future. Its aircraft are not just technologically advanced, but also delivered on time and on budget. As the show ended, Airbus stood as the undisputed leader in deliveries, orders, and industry confidence. The mood was jubilant, with partners and customers celebrating a new chapter in aviation. Boeing faces a long and uncertain road back, while new rivals like China's Comac are rising fast, eager to claim their share of the global market. The new era of aviation is led from Toulouse, the view from the top now belongs to Airbus, and the world is watching as a new chapter in flight begins.